That movie ended with Bella getting turned into past tense after a flock of gulls basically pecked her to pieces.
Why? Seagulls are like...
Seagulls, bro.
Wow.
What do they do for us? Nothing. Get rid of them. Hey, everyone. Your childhood is a lie. Have you guys ever seen it? Because we haven't.
All right, let's jump into it.
Yeah, funny thing about that. The sound of the lion in the MGM logo was actually the roar of a tiger. And it's because tigers were seen to have a louder, more intimidating roar, where lions had more of an aggressive, low-frequency cough. I'm not even kidding. YouTube it. YouTube lion versus tiger roar. A lion will make you defecate bricks, but a tiger will make you your soul. You know the majestic, shrieking call of the bald eagle in the beginning of literally every Western movie? Well, it was never a bald eagle making that sound. That famous cry was actually a red-tailed hawk. It's because the symbol of America just sounds like a seagull with laryngitis. Go ahead,
oh,
YouTube
no.
it. I'm not going anywhere. The bald eagle takes credit for something that was never his in the first place. That is the bird we put on our flag.
Damn.
Some jokes just write themselves.
Yeah.
Remember the dolphin sound from SpongeBob? Well, you were lied to, because it was never a dolphin. It was really a sped-up, edited call of this Australian bird.
It was a bird?
What?
However you pronounce it. Oh, you didn't hear it?
Oh my goodness.
Also, if you're old enough to remember this show, first of all, God bless you. And second, the dolphin call in this show was also a modified kookaburra. Okay, one more. Mufasa's roar was actually made by using a combination of a tiger, an F-16 fighter jet, and a really pissed off grizzly bear. It's called Lion King for a reason.
The F that bug.
Interesting.
Oh my god, that thing is weird. But let's like recap that last part. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why? Why'd they do that?
Well, because lions apparently don't have a scary roar.
But like, what possessed someone to be like, you know what, this roar ain't cool enough. Let's just straight up replace it completely. So then when everybody grows up and they're like, oh man, the lions roar, or like, America, ska! Like, that wasn't even the right animal.
Yeah.
Like, you just lying to me?
Wow.
Now I look, now
They're
I'm
just lying?
shut up. But like, I feel like I've been lied to, and I look stupid because I'm sitting there like, yeah, bald eagle, rah!
No, I mean...
Or lion, like, oh, that's ridiculous.
That's marketing.
I guess, right? Just lie to me. Ugh, well, what the fuck is that weird-ass bug?
Well, it was only a matter of time. That is a species of longhorn beetle. There's like 35,000 types of whatever the hell this is, but this comment says it's a chirping longhorn, so I'm gonna just go with that. Longhorn beetles are famous for two things. Number
So
one,
big.
they do not like to be touched, which is why they usually sound like Satan's plumbing. And number two, they're incredibly dangerous. But
Really?
not to us, as
Oh.
these beetles are one of the biggest ops a tree can have. Since their larvae feed on plant tissue, they often destroy trees from the inside. Adult longhorns will actually girdle the tree branches to turn it into a nursery for their children. Which is why the
Whoa.
Asian longhorn beetle is one of the worst invasive species in America, since their kids end up killing more wood than erectile dysfunction. In the
Actually, Jesus Christ. Wow, that comment.
Yeah.
It was funny because, like, we were having the, like, stink bugs or whatever, and I was, like, looking up what type of bug it was, and I was, like, looking up this beetle, I'm like, what the fuck is this
Yeah,
thing?
you were
And
like,
I'm
is this the one we have? I was like, no.
Yeah, I was like, what is this thing? I hear it's invasive and it's ruining things.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, that explains that.
United States, this longhorn hellspawn is a threat to a third of the urban tree species, which ends up costing us, get this, over $600 billion in damage.
Oh my
I'm
goodness!
wondering how something so destructive even ended up here in the first place. That's easy. Us. We basically Ubered them here. They were accidentally introduced to the US and Canada in 1996 through woodpacking material shipped from Asia.
Look
The
at their
bastards have been
eyes.
walding out ever since. Oh, and they can fly. Because
Cool.
why the not?
Oh, of
Swallowing
course.
rabbit hole.
Do you see how big that thing was on the
Yeah.
dude's hand?
Yeah.
Oh, forget it, dude. If I saw
It
that,
destroys tree bark. I mean, it does damage.
I mean, like, that's... And what the heck is that?
Not.
Seagull swallowing rabbit hole.
No. No. I don't need to. No.
Seagulls are the feathery antichrist, and I'm prepared to make it your problem. First, we gotta acknowledge.
Thanks. Thanks, buddy.
Actually, you know what's wicked funny is that there's a Pokemon
Uh-huh.
that literally like tries to eat a Pikachu,
Uh-huh.
and it's literally like a Pikachu is stuck in its mouth, and its move I think is to like spit the Pikachu out and hit the opponent.
No.
So it like literally that Pokemon I think is based off this. Then
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to show you a picture
Yeah,
of it
yeah.
later.
The fact that a seagull's diet plan is really just anything that fits down their garbage.
Oh my
This
goodness.
includes rabbits, other birds like pigeons, starlings, and baby ducks, Some British seagulls have even started spawn wiping their own chicks by swallowing their children whole.
Oh.
And some have even gone as far as to start attacking and murking.
The only seagulls that I've ever seen are always like picking at French fries or pizza that people leave out, or like
Somebody goes to the beach with their child and all of a sudden a seagull's just like trying to chomp it down.
Oh
Like,
my
what
God.
the fuck?
I didn't realize they were so vicious.
They just eat anything.
Yeah.
Sheep. Yes, sheep. There's also the minor fact that seagulls have started seeking out baby fur seals just so they could rip their eyeballs out and eat them. Effectively blinding a newborn seal, the seagull will proceed to eat it alive, often starting with the most sensitive spots. These air bunnies will even rip the blubber off the backs of baby southern right whales when they surface, and they've even started harassing beach porpoises. Yes, they even with whales. And somehow, that's not the worst part.
What?
I'm not kidding when I say this flying hellspawn will legit put anything on the list. Because seagulls in the UK have even started snatching up people's dogs. In 2015, a had to be put out of its misery after getting jumped by a gang of gulls, leaving him basically crippled. In 2019, a chihuahua named Gizmo was kidnapped by a rogue gull and carried off to where his owners couldn't see him. I don't think they ever found him.
Wow.
In 2015, another chihuahua named Bella made the mistake of sneaking outside through an open door. That movie ended with Bella getting turned into past tense after a flock of gulls basically pecked her to pieces.
Why? Seagulls are like...
Fuck seagulls, bro.
Wow.
What do they do for us? Nothing. Get rid of them.
They're nuts.
Eating dogs? You were talking about eating kids. That's like a joke. Now we find out they have actually killed dogs.
That's wild. Why is this like a... This should be like the other thing. You know, Mr. Ballen's video? I think it was that one where he was talking about like there was a country that was like, fuck rats. We're going to kill all the rats so that they're not bothering us anymore. Like, I feel like there's got to be a level of that where it's like, these things are a little too dangerous. Maybe we need to do some control. Same thing with the bugs. Same thing with the seagulls. Because, damn, now whenever I go to the beach and I'm trying to have a little picnic and I see all of them coming around, I'm like, well, what if they try and go for my eyes?
Yeah.
Seagulls are just Hannibal Lecters with feathers and frequent flyer miles. Oh, and they've murked people too.
These things are scary.
Okay, 3 things. Yes, it's real. It's a gharial and it's related to crocodiles and alligators. And before you judge him, look at this picture. This is a male gharial giving about 100 of his babies a piggyback ride the way only a man truly crippled by child support can. If you've never seen this Jurassic reject before, it's because out of the entire crocodilian family, which also includes alligators and caiman, the gharial is by far the most limited edition. There's only about 600 to 700 of these guys left, and in the wild you can only find them in India and Nepal. Which is high-key messed up because gharials eat mostly fish, meaning they've never turned a human into a pack. I mean, they do sometimes eat the corpses of people left in the Ganges River, but they're already dead and no one else is going to eat them, so it'd be like that. The reason this LSD water gecko's endangered is because people destroy their homes, poison their water with metals, and hunt them to make penis-enlarging pills or something like that. They don't work, by the way. Also, the reason they have that nose job is because they have...
Excuse me? They use this crocodile to make penis enlarging pills?
He said they don't work though.
Fuck.
We gotta trust him.
But like, I mean, I guess like if you look at it, kind of like dick. I don't know.
Oh, what?
We cut that out.
evolved to hunt fish underwater, and that nose lets them swim with no resistance. Snakes, turtles, and small birds, and yeah, they swallow their prey whole. Which is why they'll also swallow stones to help with digestion and to help keep them underwater.
Why is it so weird looking?
I mean,
sorry. I'm gonna zoom. I'm gonna go back because I didn't catch that last part because I don't know what the fuck
You're
is up with its
distracted?
nose.
That's its mouth.
Which is why they'll also swallow stones to help with digestion and to help keep them underwater without constantly floating up. Also, I can't tell you what they're on,
Okay.
but whatever it is, it looks life-changing. The type that makes you smell color and taste music. Rhinos are one of the most aggressive animals in Africa, but that's only because they're basically legally blind and can't tell the difference between an actual predator and a butterfly, so they just charge at anything that moves. And fun fact, you don't even have to be alive to get the smoke, because apparently anything also includes cars, because rhinos are just tanks with mood swings. But in zoos without the threat of predators, ask anyone who's ever worked with them and they'll tell you rhinos are really just the world's heaviest lapdog. That wasn't even really a joke. Rhinos in captivity behave just like armor-plated puppies.
Aw.
Some rhinos will even come running when you call their name, and most of them will roll over just so you can scratch their belly. They're the biggest land animal on the planet that isn't an elephant, yet a black rhino could actually beat Usain Bolt in a race. With a top speed of 35 miles per hour, a rhino could sprint fast enough to get a ticket in a school zone. Rhinos have sensitive skin and really sensitive feet, so they walk, jog, and run all on their toes. A rhino's closest relative isn't an elephant or a hippo. It's actually closest related to the horse. and this weird-looking dude from Ice Age called it tank. This picture went viral because people believe that they were dyeing the rhino's horn pink to prevent it from getting murked by poachers. But this picture is fake. What they actually started doing is poisoning the horn in a way that doesn't hurt the rhino, but anyone that tries to cut into it will probably end up in the hospital. We have some time left, so here's what it looks like when a rhino gets the zoomies.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so cute.
That's so
Actually,
funny.
You might be onto something. Okay, so fun fact, a rhino's closest relative is the horse. We all know that? Okay, good. Oh, and weirdly enough, zebras too. So rhinos are basically tanky horned horses. Now this unit is Elasmotherium, but because of that huge thick horn growing out of its forehead, streets call it the Siberian unicorn. They were around about 40,000 years ago, and just like rhinos, that horn was made out of keratin, aka the same stuff found in your hair and fingernails. This PED pony could have grown to 15 feet in length and violated the scales at a minor 10,000 pounds. Also, Elasmotherium was about 6'8" at the shoulders. That is a whole ass LeBron. This walking tank was the last surviving member of Elasmotherinae. And Elasmotherinae was basically a family of prehistoric rhinoceroses that got vaulted for plot development reasons. Which means the animal today most closely related to this land before time tank-sized unicorn is, yeah, the rhino. So technically, rhinos are just modern day legally blind Weight Watchers unicorns. Well, actually bicorns, because you know, most have two. Unicorns are alive, but if this one pulls up, you won't be.
What's a hill that you're willing to die on 1,000% of the time?
Zebras are black with white stripes, and nobody ever believes me when I say it. I already know what you're gonna say before you say it, but hear me out. Their stomachs might be white, but that's just their fur. If you shave a zebra completely, their skin will be black. And if you think I'm lying, one of the only parts of a zebra without fur is its snout, and it's black enough to get a pass. But if you really want me to be a nerd about it, zebra fur grows from follicles that have melanocyte cells, which gives them their color. But the white part of a zebra's fur is where the melanocytes are deactivating, meaning it's only white because there aren't any pigments. Which means a zebra's default color is actually black.
That's so cool. It just looks so cool.
It's just
like that's naturally happening.
But like, what's like the reasoning behind it?
He just explained it.
No, I know, like, why specifically in that pattern?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Like, it just, I get like the whole.
They look awesome. I don't know.
It's so interesting, but yeah, they look so cool.
Yeah.
Donkey, which isn't a joke by the way. Zebras are closer to wild donkeys than actual horses. Just saying. The Oreo donkey is actually black, but with white stripes. But honestly, I didn't even need to make this video. This one was voiced by Chris Rock. That's literally all the proof I need. I know it's a small hill, but I'll still die on it. I already made a video about this, but I feel like this is the best way to explain it. So imagine, right, you walk into work and you realize you somehow forgot your phone charger. You wouldn't just turn the phone off because then you couldn't use it and people wouldn't be able to call you. So instead you go on power save mode to reduce how much battery you use until you can get back to your charger. That is high-key what hibernation is. It's power save mode for animals to get through times where there's less food and therefore less energy around. It's not sleep though, because anything that can sleep for 3 months straight probably isn't waking back up. And the animal version of power save mode is torpor. To save energy, an animal in torpor will lower their body temperature, heart rate, and metabolism to the bare minimum needed to survive. Speaking of bare minimum, bears don't actually hibernate. Not like for real, hibernation is basically a long-term, deeper version of torpor.
Everyone's lying. Everything I know. I'm just so, like, not the, like, the whole idea of something sleeping for, like, however long is not, like, I wouldn't believe that 100%.
I mean, hibernation never even really made sense to me. I'm like, how is that possible?
You just sleep and then you just, like, know to wake up in 3 months. Like, that whole thing. But, like, the ability to lower your metabolism.
Like, slow it down.
Yeah, to the point where you can go that long.
Yeah.
Now, that's interesting.
That's cool.
How have we not figured that out?
Well, we have. We just don't tell people about it. We don't tell kids in school about it.
Yeah.
Torpor. An animal that's a true...
No, I meant figure it out for us to use.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, do I just got to breathe a certain way? I'm getting colder. Trust me, bro.
Hibernator, like a chipmunk or something, will stay in power save mode for almost the entire winter. When a bear goes into torpor, it lasts shorter periods of time. Which means bears actually go in and out of torpor, which is why some bears will walk around their den in the middle of the winter when everybody thinks they're hibernating. But the big difference you need to remember is that bears can respond faster to danger than an animal that's full-on hibernating. Which means if you mess with a bear thinking smoke, you will have the energy
that's a nightmare.
Up your way of life.
That's a nightmare.
That photo right there just gave me like the worst anxiety possible. One, I'm in a cave, so I'm already claustrophobic. But then two, I see that in front of me. Where do I go?
You're dead.
You're just done.
You're just dead.
Like,
how they accept it?
Well, they found this photo.
Have the last few seconds just be of peace. Of oh wow, I've just died. That sucks. Okay.
Yeah. Like they found this photo on a camera because someone else went in there when the bear was out. Like this is crazy.
And then you won't be able to wake up. This cuttlefish is wearing 3D glasses, but it's for science. Cuttlefish hunt by extending and shooting out their tentacles to grab and trap their prey. So to see how the cuttlefish sees, scientists velcroed a pair of 3D glasses between their eyes.
That's crazy.
And just for the record, they velcroed them because the cuttlefish kept getting annoyed and snatching them off, and something about that mental image makes me smile on the inside. With the glasses taped to them, we found out that cuttlefish actually see the world a lot like we do. When you reach for something like your phone, you use both eyes to figure out exactly how far the object is and how far you have to reach. This is called stereopsis. And it turns out cuttlefish use depth perception too. Because when the cuttlefish wore the 3D glasses and watched film clips, they would react the same way they would if they saw prey in the water, by using 3D vision to judge the distance and snatch the prey. And we know this because when one of the lens was blacked out and they could only see out one eye, it took the cuttlefish a little longer to figure out just where exactly the food was. So yeah, cuttlefish use depth perception just like you and me. And if you don't care about that at all, let's just appreciate the fact that some guy went through years of school and student loans just to end up getting paid to put glasses on a discount octopus. And that just makes me happy in a way I don't totally understand.
I'm kind of with him. Like that does make me feel silly that someone spent years of school and money on loans and this is their fun project. They put 3D glasses on a cuttlefish. Like it's just crazy.
It's like, what do you do with this information once you like find out that like, yeah, cuttlefish have depth perception? Do I just sit there and go, cool?
Okay.
Like, okay, what do I do with that now?
I don't know. Like, did someone have a theory that that's how they worked and then they just had to prove it?
Yeah, right? Like, there's so many other things.
I know.
They chose like, you know, what do cuttlefish do of all animals?
Yeah. Well, hey, now we know.
That's what's so fun about science. It's the fact that like there are people out there that are so interested in like the minute things. And then like after like extensive research, they're just like, yeah, so now we just figured out that like bears don't actually sleep all the time. They actually lower their metabolism and stuff. And it's like, cool. Why don't we just tell people that? Is it that complicated? Like, is it that complicated to be like, yeah, you know what? When we're kids, they're just like, yeah, bears just sleep all winter. Like, you're telling me that I'm just not capable as a child to understand that bears don't sleep through winter. It's like, or like a bald eagle doesn't actually sound like that. That's so frustrating to me. Just tell me the truth.
Well, the bald eagle thing's part of the marketing.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. It's like dumb things that just didn't need to be the way that they are.
Yeah.
You could have just be honest with me, bro. Well, on that note, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.